which is the shell. You know, you still have the gauntlets from the Mordex that he's known for. I love when production does that, by the way. They zoom in on the thing, yeah. But we saw Tesco or shell earlier on in the season, if I'm not mistaken, as well as Magyar from Sandstorm. So it's cool to see that. I expect more to see the shell than the Magyar, but that's for sure.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the shell, especially in 2v2s. If you're a boots player in 2v2s and you can get the downlight, chase dodge, turnaround, side air, that's such a strong setup tool for your teammate. But right now, Sandstorm already off the screen. Here's a team combo into the side sig. Frydasole going to clean up Pugsy as well.
Yeah, Enchantress or Fade is super solid in 2s. I think Orb is one of those weapons that can sometimes struggle in 2s because of just the chaotic nature of it. You can't really impose your will of the pace of the match as well, but on the Scythe, you have a tremendous sig in that side sig. That's a great way to finish off. It just puts up a cone of hitbox in front of you. And you already saw the team combos come online as they pick up on that sig into the side air to get some extra damage. Didn't find a KO, but that recovery will on Pugsy, who, you know, they're down a stock right now, but looking solid to even up the stocks at the very least.
One thing I will call out with these compositions is that you have two people are very clearly supposed to be the kind of combo finisher. You've got Frydasole on this Fate. You talked about that side signature. She just comes in with a lot more strength, so she's going to be hitting really hard. Then on the other side, Pugsy is likely going to be going for some signature finishers as well. Ground pound does not connect. Frydasole still living recovery. Frydasole sweat beating. He's going to go down to his final stop.
Yeah, you saw that from Sandstorm, who was able to pick up on Pugsy, who like charged the ground pound all the way down to the bottom of the stage, and then Sandstorm just spent a little bit of time tap you back down, and it was just too much pressure off stage for Frydasole to make it back. And now as you're down on your last stock, the blue team really finding control. It was looking pretty tough. The red team looks so solid, but when Sandstorm and Pugsy link up on that side air into side sig connection, it becomes so much damage.
Okay, big recovery. Gonna send Neeze high in the sky. Frydasole knows he's the target. You see him dash jumping away, trying to get away from Pugsy there because he knows he's on his final stock. Side air gonna take down Neeze.
So much strength on Finn. I always forget about that.
I mean, that's the trade-off, right? Is
yeah.
all legends have 22 stat points. So if you're coming in with 3 in the defense, you're gonna be getting a whole lot more in all the other stats.
Yeah, it's really only Pugsy who plays this one as well, this legend as well in 2s. Okay, nice pickup from Frydasole there. As Sandstorm is forced off stage, Pugsy looking to find a downlight to get some space, but now the stock evens out as both of them find a stock apiece, and we are down to a last stock situation, game 1. And I expected this. I mean, these are 4 very strong players and 2 very strong teams.
Yeah, no surprise to see these go into the final stocks. Huge credit to Frydasole, though. Did lose his second stock really quick, but he's been holding on to this final stock for a while now. And he's utilizing that Scythe really well, doing what Scythe does, which is take control, really position people exactly where you want them. Oh, man, Neeze gets launched by that side air, though.
Okay, Pugsy trying to set up a downlight there. Sandstorm gets hit with a ground pound, though, and the sweat beats come out and could not find a way back. And Pugsy gets knocked away as well. Right now, Frydasole landing high. Neeze picks up on that immediately, though. Gets the double nair there and sends out that down sig, trying to create some space right now. A very tough spot for Pugsy, but very doable. As I say that, though, it all ends in a team combo for the red team, who, I mean, that was kind of clutch. They kind of clutched that one out on the side that no orb play, and that's what I was talking about. Orb really struggling in 2s at times. I think double orb is really good, but with a weapon comp like Kaya has, I mean, maybe not the best. Like I said, you can't really impose the tempo of the game when your teammate is also in the same spot that you're trying to be preemptive about.
I think the situations where Fry might lean more Orb are like in 1v2s. When he wants to go for those team combos, Orb has kind of the more clear-cut routes. But right now, he's still sticking with that Orb. We'll see if he wants to make that weapon swap. It is on the left side. No, looks like he's sticking with the Orb for now.
Yeah, and gets unarmed there, and an easy choice to just pick up that weapon again into the side. This is the much more consistent one for them, and Neeze finding a side sig there is going to close out that stock. The recovery does come in, and Pugsy, not kind of worse for wear there, but there's a downlight into the recovery, finding a little bit of team damage, but a KO4 is definitely going to be worth it.
Yeah, that's absolutely worth it. Again, recognizing, you know what, you do slightly less damage, slightly less force to your teammates, so because y'all are stacked up, better just go for it, get that KO, get that advantage.
Downlight into recovery from Pugsy. Sandstorm with a recovery of their own, looking for this big juggle stage. You need to take the stock off of Neeze. Frydasole in a really bad spot, unarmed. Pugsy finding 2 downers, but couldn't find the other. Gets hit with a reversal ground pound and gets a little bit of damage for their troubles. Is the blue team, the end light or downlight into the recovery from Sandstorm, but No
Oh,
KOs
Pugsy.
quite yet. Nice pickup there, though.
Yeah, Sandstorm able to get that KO. You saw Fry really focusing on Pugsy because Pugsy was so low, was still able to get to the wall, and that gave a chance to take down Neeze. Fry deep red might go down to his final stock early again.
Sidelights coming in for the blue team as they look to pincer the red team at the center of the stage. Neeze with another side sig off stage, doesn't find a connection, but Sandstorm cannot capitalize on the boot somehow, and you know, you're still back even though making that big of an error. Downlight into the side air, into recovery from Frydasole. As we were talking about, that scythe is going to be, you know, the more reasonable finisher weapon for that red team.
But Fry did fall, but still, once again, he's holding on to his stock a lot longer. That's an easy punish. You saw Pugsy just sitting there charging. He's like, once you're done with this, you're going to fall back down. I'm going to catch you with this sword side sig. Very slight advantage to the blue team as Pugsy the only one still sitting on a second stock.
Yeah, and I mean, one that maybe you're not too confident holding on to is either side airs from either of the weapons on the red team could find the KO here as you are very low defense, even on the defense stance. The down air comes in, and they are going to pick up that stock and potentially put Sandstorm in a bad spot here. The bow comes online as well as the scythe. We'll see the team combo. Sandstorm actually continuing the combo, unfortunately, for the blue team there.
Look, it's Neeze. He's trying really hard, and that's why we love to see him. But now we're seeing the gameplay. Down Sig gonna launch Pugsy over to the left side.
The end light comes, or the end light comes in there, and they're just trying to create this space. I like this from Neeze, playing very Sentry mode, just holding down, and you want to land in front of me, I'm going to keep popping you up. Neeze even ready to pick up on that side air, trying to find a combo there. Sandstorm somehow picking up a big side air is going to be a big start to potentially the blue team taking game here. We'll see if Frydasole can make something happen, but Sandstorm doesn't let anything go to chance. 2 side airs, 2 stocks. Game 2 goes to the blue team.
And such clutch moments. I really want to see a replay of that final moment because I am not entirely sure how Sandstorm got all the way out there for that final side air on Frydasole, because he was doing the 1v1. I think he got a side air onto Frydasole, and then Neeze came over, whiffed a neutral signature, and suddenly Sandstorm's like out in the open air hitting another downline side air, and I'm like, where did he come from?
Yeah, I mean, I lost him too. I mean, I just saw him like, oh yeah, Sandstorm, and he just found like crazy openings there.
3, 2.
And we're not even playing the game. Could you imagine playing the game and trying to keep up with that?
In that moment, you're like, uh-oh. It just appeared in front of me. All right, game number 3. This is what we expected. Again, 4 powerhouse players, not exactly established teams, but you know they're all stinking good at the game.
Pugsy getting the most amount of damage out of that recovery, even landing with a nair to get some extra weapon or extra damage there. And Pugsy fighting right now center stage, even in 2v1-esque situations, like really swinging for the fences and taking their own space as Sandstorm finds a big sig connection into the recovery. Sandstorm is too aware. Pugsy sets up that one perfectly, and the blue team have quite a bit of a lead here.
That was so good from Sandstorm. Hit the neutral signature, launching Neeze as far away as possible, and then immediate turnaround as Pugsy, like you said, set up for him. Hits the ground pound.
Oh, you're in a bad spot right now.
That's a stuck
It's over. That's
recovery.
a stuck on. It's 6 stocks to 3, dude. What happened?
Neeze, they need to go full clutch mode right now. Sandstorm is deep red. The neutral air is going to take him down.
That should be some sort of KO on Pugsy. Okay, Pugsy makes their way back, but gets with a bow recovery. Sandstorm unarmed still. Okay, Sandstorm picks up the gauntlets here. We'll see if you can find some extra credit. I mean, there's a lot of extra credit to be found, especially when you have such a big lead. Frydasole on their last stock of game 3 already.
Okay, another neutral air. They want to take down Pugsy. Again, this one's slightly closer. You can see Frydasole playing really safe, utilizing that soft platform. Staying far away. Unfortunately, he got hit by the teammate there.
He's with a little pickup on Sandstorm, continuing with these end lights. And even when Sandstorm just notices when someone gets hit the wrong way and immediately gets a little bit more damage for it. So heads up.
Neeze. What the heck?
Frydasole weighing the scales right now. I'm not sure what's going on, but they're gonna. The blue team's gonna capitalize in a big way. As Sandstorm gets the pickup, the sweat beats come online, but the recovery taps in that KO, and it is 4 stocks to 1. The blue team are all but done with this game as they just need one big open up here. Or maybe not even that. We'll see what Sandstorm can do off stage. Gets a recovery to send into Pugsy once again. Sandstorm going low here. Neeze finding the stock on that ground pound, but didn't find the nair to hit Pugsy, so it's still a very, very tough game.
This is like kind of the riskiest way to play this 2v1 possible from the blue team. Like they're just kind of going at Neeze off stage and really just trying to beat him out in these off stage engagements. All right, weapon toss. Neeze running out of movement, but still got the wall touch.
You still have a little bit here. The Sweat Beats come online, going for the side air and then still grabbing the wall to put a hitbox out instead. Neeze really fighting and holding on to the stock as long as possible. Nice weapon toss up and even punishing the gravity cancel end light back into the stage from Pugsy, and the side air once again, try again. Neeze is a final boss right now, just not going down. That's to see the pickup on Sandstorm. Gets a double D-light as the soft platform extends it, but didn't find the triple. That would have been a big opportunity for Neeze, but it wasn't enough. Gets the down air on Sandstorm. Sandstorm finding their way back with some Sweat Beads. Gets the recovery as well. Pugsy with a side light unarmed. They just really need to find any substantial hit, but they really haven't found anything.
He's kind of doing it, man.
He's kind of cooking. I mean, if it wasn't so bad, I feel like we could have seen something happen, but the blue team with such a dominating lead, either run off or maybe not try us, are really putting their all into it. You like to see that.
Yeah, for sure. Here we go, into game number 4. Frydasole and Neeze, once again, no character swaps. Sandstorm and Pugsy, no character swaps.
These teams seem very locked in on kind of, I feel like, unconventional picks from both teams. I feel like we haven't seen this much of course, Finn and, of course, Fate. I feel like we haven't seen a lot of either, but it's cool to see that it working for both of these teams to varying success.
Ooh, okay, good
like
grab
that.
coming out from Fry. You saw that down sig starting up from Sandstorm onto Neeze, but Fry was able to get in there.
Nice recovery from Frydasole to disrupt. Sandstorm getting sandwiched between the two, but still fighting with that sider. Pugsy gets sent to the left side. Sandstorm going for a jump read. Pugsy finding a downer on Neeze. Neeze with the Sweat Beads. That's the stock gone. And the blue team with a slight stock advantage right now. I feel like Pugsy kind of worse for wear, kind of the sunset with low defense, even on the defense stance, but we'll see if you can catch Pugsy. Pugsy's been quite elusive so far.
That was really interesting from the blue team when they got the power play. They both went to the left side and were like, all right, Fry, come over here. We're not going to come chase you. Instead, you have to come over to us. Oh, Pugsy can't get the hit that he needs for the chase dodge up, and neither can Sandstorm. That's going to be a lead for the red team.
Yeah, big double knockout there, and Frydasole playing very, very solidly on not only the scythe, but also the orb, and not taking so much damage. Creates that stock tank situation where you can really just hold on and allow your teammate to take most of the action, and it's been working very, very well, because you see there, both of the blue team were just taking so much damage, whereas Fry was just holding on to that stock.
Fry going in there, gets a neutral air, going for the recovery.
Oh, what a pickup from Sandstorm.
Dude, how is he so quick on it? Taking down Neeze to his final stock now.
Yeah, like we keep saying, I mean, he's just too aware for that. Like, he will find those one extra hits that will lead to KOs.
Fry gonna whip that sideline.
Sider comes in from Neeze, sending Sandstorm off stage. Sandstorm makes the way back, but Fry sends Pugsy also on the left side and goes underneath Sandstorm to find the Sider on Pugsy. Sandstorm realizing a little assistance is needed on the way back to stage for Pugsy, and Pugsy capitalizing big with a landing side air. And right now they're up a stock, but not by much, as both of the blue team members very deep red right now.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I think the blue team really has to look to take out Neeze and go for the 1v2, because it is basically a lead for the red team. Frydasole borderline untouched on the second stock.
I mean, the difference of the last game where Neeze was the last one to have those stocks, but right now it's Fry who's holding really, really tightly to those stocks, and you're up. The only person with 2 stocks, you just can't let your teammate get eliminated like that. The Sweat Beats come online, Fry creating some space, but it works out, and Neeze makes it back to the stage. Very important. Pugsy in a bit of a cutscene there on the side, gets a side air reversal onto the wall, and right now the red team just looking to hold on to this. You see this from Fry, who's playing very, very passively, holding on to the stock lead.
Sandstorm with the recovery high. Pugsy goes for the GC downlight, doesn't find the connection though. Could have led to a KO. Sandstorm on the right side, gonna take down Frydasole. Neeze, can he survive this?
And now the blue team with the lead. I mean, in the damage, Neeze really holding onto the wall, but both of these players unarmed. We'll see who picks up the weapon first. It's Fry, but once again, Neeze in a really, really tough spot. These aren't KOing, but it's just sending so far away. Fry really can hold their own on the stage. The ground pound comes in on Pugsy. Can Pugsy make it back? Yes, you can with a sort of recovery. You see Sandstorm even hovering to create some space as well, just with the presence of it.
Yeah, that sword recovery helping them out, but Neeze with the turnaround side air. Pugsy!
The down air. Sandstorm can't make it down because of the unarmed recovery. It disrupts, and Sandstorm avoiding that weapon toss, but can't avoid that one. The tap in with the down air, and the red team at Neeze and Frydasole taking game number 4. We get into game 5 here. Man, what a close set to start off this pool, but nonetheless, I mean, we'll see who moves on here.
There we go, game number 5. Like you said, this is still the upper bracket of things, so whichever team gets knocked out, they will be going down to the elimination side of things. They're not done with doubles, but right now, Neeze starting off strong, getting some solid damage built up on the Sandstorm in the open air.
Nice little pickup there, setting Neeze off stage, giving some time for Pugsy to land as well. Very, very crucial time given. Recovery from Sandstorm to send Neeze up, but it's so low damage right now for the red team. Nice side stick from Sandstorm, finding a lot of stick connections, but finding some team damage there, getting unarmed as well. Pugsy making their way back on the axe, but the axe has not found nearly as many hits as that sword was in the last game. It's good that Pugsy got unarmed there because you can pick up a sword here. We'll see if it works out, but you can if Neeze just finds the recovery there. Sandstorm with a big side stick, doesn't find a KO. Right now, a really solid lead for the red team. Can you find this edge guard?
I really like what the red team's doing, where they're starting to just play a coverage game, right? Like, they're just covering each other. Whenever one person starts to do something risky, the other one is not pressing a button, just waiting for the opponents to come in, and it's letting them save each other so often. You saw that neutral light come out from Neeze. You saw that other hit come out to save. But Fry's gonna fall on the right side. Neeze was there for the reprieve, but just not enough movement on Fry's side.
Neeze, only person on their first stock still, but very deep red. We'll see if anything can stick on them. Getting the down air there on Frydasole's in action, not wanting to give a resource to Pugsy's axe. The recovery follow-up sends Pugsy very high up. You got to be careful there, Sandstorm, with the side air to disrupt the plans of the red team once again. Waiting for the dodge through, finds it, but didn't find the end light afterwards. Pugsy on the other side of the stage, finding a KO. Sandstorm with another side air off stage. Pugsy going deep off stage, and Sandstorm with the gravity cancel down light into the stage. Jump ground pound to take the stock, and the blue team with the lead once again.
All right, Sandstorm needed that ground pound, and he got it as well, because that is going to give them just a little bit of a stock lead, but it is far from a winning lead, as that's going to be Pugsy falling now. And once again, red team with the lead. No, misses the follow-up there, goes for a recovery.
I mean, one of the problems with Brawlhalla, you'll lose stocks accidentally. I feel like Neeze didn't intend to take a stock with that. You just need to recover to get back on the stage. You mess up and you lose your stock for it. Downlight side air connects both. Sandstorm picking up on the person that didn't get fully connected into side air.
Okay, good fastball there from Sandstorm. Got below that down air coming out from Neeze. Couldn't quite get the follow-up off that side air.
Dodge away from Neeze, but you see Sandstorm immediately saying, I'm not going to chase you off stage. Then assists Pugsy in fighting Frydasole. So much extra damage for that decision.
Yeah, I think the blue team's starting to recognize the situation, how the red team's playing it, and you can see they're making sure they're counter covering, right? You saw Sandstorm just get a hit and immediately turn to the other side to be like, all right, somebody's going to come in onto me. I can't just go for the full thing.
Even there, you saw that, because Neeze is on the bow, ready to assist, Sandstorm pulls the combo early. When have you ever seen someone hit a side light on Gauntlet and stop? And that's exactly what was called for there. I feel like the onus is on Sandstorm to play very, very tight versus these two weapons.
All right, Pugsy's gonna come in. Nice dash jump.
Oh, that took the stock. I can't believe it. And now the last player on the red team is Neeze. You got to make a crazy comeback happen. Pugsy on high damage gets unarmed there and even sends Sandstorm up going for the side light, but Sandstorm picks up on the whiff punish from Pugsy. And right now they're just one good interaction away from moving on in winner side.
Pugsy trying to cover high, falling there from Neeze, covering himself. That's a punishable sig, and you see Pugsy get the two-piece, but it doesn't lead to a KO. Falling side air, Pugsy! Out in the open, hits the side air. It's gonna be Sandstorm and Pugsy with a game number 5 W.